Hey everyone, I am your astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your daily forecast for the day of Saturday, February 24th, 2018. Now before I get started, I just want to let you know that my March 2018 webinar is today, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, very early in the morning. Okay, so if you have not signed up but want to, please do so soon. I also do want to let everyone know who already has signed up that you should receive a PDF download that comes once you order the webinar. So please make sure that you have downloaded that PDF, because in the PDF has the link that you will need to then access the live video. All right, I think the PDF is only available for 24 hours for download. So if you have not gotten that PDF with the link, please let me know as soon as possible so that I can make sure that you have the link and can be there at the time the webinar starts. All right, so that's just want to say there, I look forward to seeing you all today. All right, now what's going on for your horoscope? What we've got is the moon hanging out right here in Gemini, again bringing our attention to communication, to thinking, to talking, doing a lot of thinking and talking, either with ourselves or with other people, about what is going on in some way in our life. Could also bring our attention to short trips around town, you're working with your community and gathering information, exploring in some way. All right, so that's what I see going on right there. Now at the very end of yesterday and into today, the moon was in a square with Venus, and at the same time it was in an opposition here with Mars. So what I think was going on as we were trying to think about our life, communicate with other people about what's going on, I think there was some stuff going on inside us, spiritually, emotionally, internally, that was making it hard for us to communicate. A lot of it as well having to do with relationships, maybe us wanting to work with relationships, wanting to be patient with relationships, understand relationships, also money with Venus involved, but maybe a little bit hard for us as well to communicate with other people about what it is that we want, about what it is that's important to us, because there is so much going on spiritually, so much going on internally that we cannot see and feel, that was making that hard. The opposition to Mars in Sagittarius, making it feel very uncomfortable. We're trying to communicate with other people about things that are important to us, about spiritual things, about things that are going on beneath the surface, or perhaps trying to be creative with other people too, but feeling uncomfortable because maybe we are doing something new that we have not done before, being called out of our comfort zone here. Maybe as well as we're trying to work with other people to communicate about things that are important to us too, maybe also feeling like it's just hard for us to understand what's going on, to make sense of our life, so that it is that we can move forward too, and really needing to not get upset here if it's a little bit hard for you to move forward, to bring everything together and to understand what is going on with yourself and with other people at the moment, okay? And to just be patient about all of that, and to do the best that you can to balance your feelings out, to do something new, but to communicate about it in a way that works for you, and to be patient while your spirit catches up to everything else. So I think that's what's happening. This is an interesting alignment as well, because while the moon is making a square to Venus and the opposition to Mars, Mars is also making a square to Venus too at the same time going on. So I think we are trying to work with other people. We are trying to figure things out. With Venus being in Pisces, which is a sign that it likes to be in, I think relationships are good for us. People, working with people is very good. Money, I think figuring out our money situation too can help. But I think it is hard because with Mars here, we want one thing and our relationships want another, and our money wants another, and we're trying to figure out here how to do what we want and need. Again, how to do something new while at the same time working with other people. And I think today is a weird day because we know people can help us. We know we have to figure out our money situation. We know we need to be more comfortable in life, but at the same time having to figure out how to do something new with people and how to bring our desires, what we desire, what we want with Mars, together with what other people want, so that we can work together and feel less conflicted in life going on. So I think there's just a lot of that going on, needing to be patient, needing to find the balance here before it is that you can move forward. All right, So that's what's happening. Then at 12 p.m. Mountain Time, after that happens, the moon then comes into a sextile with Uranus. I really like that. I think what could happen around noon, after maybe listening to your spirit yesterday, listening to your intuition, I think at noon you could maybe get some unexpected insights or have some unexpected conversations with people that could come up. Because this is a sextile here, I do think whatever unexpected thing that does come up around noon will be positive. I think it will help you to get some insights about your life, to get more clarity on some things that it is that you need, and more information too about yourself, about your life, about some things that you're working on to help you move forward. Okay, so I do think that it will be a good thing, whatever comes up. Okay, it could, however, be a little bit unsettling for you. That's because after the moon makes this pretty sextile to Uranus at 12 noon Mountain Time, 3 hours later, at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, it then makes a square over here to Chiron. So I think these insights are very good for you, help you in some way to understand your life more or less, to move forward in some way, to get more information that you need to ultimately make some decisions that are better for you. But I think this insight, whatever it is, you're not comfortable with in some way. Maybe obviously it was something you weren't expecting. So maybe what comes up is at 3 o'clock is, now that you've got this unexpected insight, you have to figure out how to integrate it into your life in a way that makes sense with you internally, in a way that makes sense to you spiritually, in a way that makes sense to you emotionally. That could then be a little bit difficult as we move through towards the late afternoon. All right, and I think really needing to figure out how to take this information that came up earlier in the day and really needing to figure out how to get comfortable with all of it, how to integrate it into your life and feel better about it so that you can move forward. All right, so that's what's happening there. Then at 8 o'clock at night, the moon then leaves Gemini and comes into Cancer. And Cancer, of course, again, is a water sign. So like Pisces, it's very emotional in some way. Also, Cancer can be also very spiritual, although not always in the same way as Pisces. Cancer as well brings a lot of our attention to home, to family, and to our private and personal life. Things going on personally that we don't like to show the world. So I think definitely the end of the day, maybe after receiving some insights at the beginning of the day, it becomes a lot about getting right with yourself, maybe taking a break out from the world with both the Pisces and the Cancer coming in, for you to figure out what's going on inside you, to renew yourself emotionally, to find again more of that stability that it is that you want, and more of that comfort as well that you need in life after everything has happened and after you've received so many spiritual insights and downloads, so that you can start to move forward in a way that is more holistic, that resonates more with you deep down inside, and that you can build on. And I think that's what the night comes about. How can I take all of these insights that I've received spiritually the past few days, logically, all of this information that it is that I've gathered, and how can I make it my own? How can I integrate it into my being? How can I feel comfortable with everything that it is that's happened, so that I can then move forward building something in a way that is more holistic, and a way that really resonates with me. All right, so that's what I see going on there. Then stuff going on in the background is that we do have, I did mention this, Mars here in a square with Venus. So relationships being good for us with Venus and Pisces, where it's exalted. Wanting to work with other people, people wanting to work with us, we needing other people to help us, okay? But maybe it being hard to work with other people because it's uncomfortable, we're doing something new, maybe this is a new relationship, we don't know how to work with all of that, with Mars and Sagittarius coming in as well. Maybe we don't know how to make sense of our relationships, of what's happening. That can be a little bit hard. And maybe we want something else, and our relationships want another, and having to figure out how to bring our relationships on our journey with us, and how to work with people in a way that is good for both parties involved. All right, so I think that can definitely be a thing that's coming up. While that's going on with Mars and Venus, we also do have Jupiter here about to make a trine to Venus, and we have Pluto as well about to make a sextile to Venus as well. So lots of changes coming very soon when it comes to relationships and when it comes to money. Not only are relationships helping you in some way, being good for you, not only are you very action oriented when it comes to people, wanting to do things with people, wanting to figure things out with other people, understand what's going on with you and your relationships. I think it's going to lead to lots of changes and lots of transformations coming. You changing your relationships, changing the way you partner with people, changing partnerships, doing things differently in some way, maybe changing the people that you interact with and how you interact with them so that they can put your life in a better spot, right? I don't think these are going to be bad changes in relationships, even though the Mars square is hard, even though they may feel uncomfortable to make these changes, even though it may feel like it's a lot to bring everything together. I think the changes will be good because Jupiter is making a trine. Jupiter I normally see as a positive planet. Trines to me can be positive when you've got Jupiter involved. And as well, the Pluto thing here is a sextile. So I think any changes you make to relationships here are going to be good if you can just get over the fact that it's uncomfortable. And if you can just get over the fact that maybe you have to rearrange some things in a different way in order to move forward with people in the way that you want. And with money too, since Venus also rules that. All right, so that is what is happening there. And while all that's going on, we also do have, what else? The sun here also in a sextile to Saturn. So as you're trying to figure out spiritually what's going on, to make sense of it logically, okay, and to get comfortable with all of this stuff, this information you've received in multiple different ways, I think the sun in a sextile with Saturn is helping you to give you the discipline that you need to move forward, to understand what's going on, to structure your life in a much better way to help you move forward. So even though things are a little crazy coming in, and even though there's a lot of information we're receiving in a lot of different ways, which could be a little bit confusing at first because we are getting so much information, I think we are, and we do have the support here to find people that can help us do what we want to do and to structure our life in a way that's better, to structure the way that we feel internally about our life so that we can do some things that we need to do to put our life in a better spot. All right. So that's what I see going on there. And then Mercury, of course, in a conjunction with Neptune, maybe bringing up some confusion as well coming in. Mercury doesn't like Neptune. Mercury doesn't like Pisces because it likes Virgo, which is opposite Pisces. So it could be a little bit hard for you to communicate in some way about things that are going on with you, but could also be a really great day for creativity to come in, for inspiration, and again, more spiritual insights, I think, that you can get to help you understand better what you need, where you're going, and what is happening. All right, and just needing to listen to your intuition and not be surprised if something unexpected comes up today, okay? Because there is a way that you can take this unexpected thing and bring it together to create a new life or something else that's more authentic for you if you just sit with it, wait with it, and process everything emotionally. All right, so that's just what I will leave you with there. Now your card for the day is the 2. It's the 2 of Cups upright. This to me, a card of relationships. I know I spent a lot of time talking about that. Venus making tons of aspects today and this week coming in. I think relationships are important to you. You needing other people to work with you and for you to work with in some way. I think today is a good day to make relationships with people, to make partnerships. I think you need to work with other people coming in. So I think that's a good thing. This to me is also a card of compromise. You may have to let go of some things that you want in order to work with people that are important to you and do some things there. And it doesn't mean ignore what you want, forget what's important to you. It just means you may have to negotiate, especially with the Pluto and Scorpio things coming in order to do something that's better. But I think today is a good day for relationships. It's a good day to work with people, to understand what other people want and how it is that you can work with them better, and to allow yourself to form relationships and partnerships that can help you do the things that you're missing coming in. So I do think a lot of that, a lot of too, when you get with 2s are choices and balance. So maybe having to balance your needs with the needs of other people being a thing, okay, and needing to make sure that you are being fair in your relationships and just that you're getting what you need and that other people are getting what they need. And also maybe choices, having to choose what you value the most in a relationship. What is the most important thing for you? What do you have to have? That can kind of tie into negotiation in some way, or maybe even choosing what people you need in your life. Maybe there's some people in your life that have served their course that it's time to end with, so you can maybe form other relationships that are better with you. So something of that flavor going on today, but I think it's a very good day to figure out what's going on with the other people in your life, to renegotiate some things in a way that can be better for you and help you to achieve some things that you need to achieve. All right, so that's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.